Hi guys, this is the Meow Network. Today we actually have the Princess Zelda from the Zelda Rap. It's Jacqueline Goehner, and she's actually here with us. You guys might have seen the video or might not have. It's a Smosh video. Look it up on YouTube. We're going to be going ahead and asking her some questions and everything. So if you guys tune in, go ahead and just ask questions if you want to ask any questions. And we'll try to get those on the air too. But anyways, we're live here with Jacqueline Goehner.
I'm
how
good.
you doing,
How are
Jacqueline?
you guys doing?
We're pretty good. We're going to ask you a few questions. I think we have a list of 10 here. How long have you been cosplaying?
Well, let's see here. I've been cosplaying since 2005, but then I went into retirement, and just more recently have I picked it back up again. So technically, I've only been cosplaying for about like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. What actually got you into cosplay in the first place?
Ooh, let's see. I don't know. I mean, I went to a couple conventions before I actually did start cosplaying, and people wearing costumes and stuff. It looked like it was a lot of fun. So, since I studied a little bit of costume design in college, I thought it'd be really, really great to just kind of get into cosplay and see how it was, and I ended up really liking it. So.
Awesome. So when you do it, you have attended conventions in the past. Do you have plans to do that
I
in
do
the future?
actually. In fact, I am going to Fandom this year, 2012. So I'll definitely be there. In fact, I'm going with a bunch of friends. So we're all getting a room, doing the whole works and everything, and we're actually all going to be dressing up. So you'll be seeing me in a few costumes there.
Do you think it's harder to represent yourself as a female nerd in the fandom?
It's I wouldn't say it's very difficult. I mean, we do come across a bunch of prejudices and stuff, especially nowadays, because I come across guys thinking oh, you're a girl, you don't really like Spider-Man or or Batman or Gears of War or anything like that. You're just saying that whatever. It's no, I can probably school you on a few things. So yeah, but there are some other things too, like being a girl, gamer or cosplayer or nerd in that manner that has its benefits too. So you kind of get your pick of guys in a way.
I completely agree with that. It is good
Yes,
and
there's
bad.
definitely a lot of both. So
Yes.
What other costumes have you done in the past?
besides Princess Zelda, let's
Yes.
see here. I've done Minda, also from the same game, as well as Ilya. Let's see here. I've done Tifa from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. I've done a Silent Hill nurse. Let's see here. It's been so long since I've actually made had a list and everything. Mostly it's from Zelda video games. I've made a Lulu costume from Majora's Mask. I've made let's see here, Tetra from Wind Waker. Oh jeez. Deedlit from Record of Lodoss War. Queen
Wow.
Gorgo from 300. Let's see here, Chitara from Thundercats. Oh boy, Samus Zero Suit. Although Chitaro and Samus Zero Suit, I've never actually debuted those costumes. Hopefully, I'll be able to at Fanime. There's a few other costumes that are new that are actually going to be coming out for Fanime too. So hopefully, I'll have those finished and get to wear them too.
That is amazing. Yeah, you actually have a lot of costumes
Yeah,
under your belt.
actually, a lot more. I just can't think of, it's so funny. When you're asked on the spot, you just can't really think of them all. You just think of your main, I don't know, 4 or 5. And
Yeah, that's very true. Um, as far as your cosplay plans, what do you have lined up in the future?
For anime specifically, let's see, I have Zelda from Skyward Sword. I also have, I mean, I've always had my Midna costume, but I've never worn it at a convention, so hopefully I'll be able to wear her at Fanime. Let's see. There's a couple of them. I'm hoping to cosplay someone from Uncharted, because I just got into Uncharted, and so I'm pretty, really stoked about that. And that's going to be kind of a closet cosplay, really, just grab some clothes that you just, have in your dresser or whatever. What else? Oh, there was a big costume that I was planning. I can't even remember it. Probably wasn't that important anyway, even though it was, but...
we know exactly how it is.
Like you have a huge list of costumes that you want to work on and everything. I mean, every cosplayer does. It's pretty crazy, and you only get done with maybe a 16th of that list. That's assuming you have more than 16 costumes. So.
Yeah, that's very true. As far as the Zelda Rap video, how was it working with Smosh?
I've worked with them quite a few times before. In fact, I just worked with them a couple of weeks ago on another one of their videos. I still continue to work for them. They're great guys. They're wonderful. They're very down to earth, and they are so hilarious. In fact, usually, the way I am around them, I usually make them blush. So it's kind of fun. Well, I have a really dark sense of humor, so it's how it goes.
So do I.
It's funny, actually, if you're a girl gamer or a girl nerd or whatever, you typically do have this kind of effed up sense of humor. So
it's so true. The guys that I work with at the comic shop, they get uncomfortable around my jokes.
Yeah, that's how it is with me on Smosh and everything. Yeah, Jackie kind of one-ups us every single time and does a really good job of it. So.
That's awesome.
How did you get in contact to start working with Smosh?
Let's see. I remember they asked. They posted something on this website called SF Casting. If you ever want to know about casting calls and things like that, the San Francisco Bay Area. And they were looking for a hot girl for one of their videos, and I responded to it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, come on in, a couple lines, whatever." And they ended up really liking the way I delivered them, and so they're like, "Yeah, come back, we want you." So kind of
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What got you into video games and nerd stuff? In general.
Let's see. I remember I was I think 3 or 4 years old, and I remember watching my brother play Mario Brothers and Mario 2. And I remember a couple times when we were being babysat, because my mom didn't want me playing video games. So I was like, oh, well, I'm going to play video games since my brother can. And so I started playing them, and then I got really, really hooked onto, actually I think it was the second Zelda. Yeah, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. That was the first Zelda game that I remember getting really hooked onto. Because I remember playing the first one and thinking it was way too hard, but I still liked it. And then the second one, it just got me hooked.
Nice, very nice.
Awesome. I also got into video games and stuff because of my brother. So
the same with sports too. I never wanted to play any type of sport until I saw my brother play it, because your older sibling. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. Yep. What other nerd per se things are you into besides video games and cosplay?
I do like anime. One of my favorite animes being Cowboy Bebop or Hellsing, or Record of Lodoss, or Speed Grapher, or there's actually quite a bit of a list, so I won't get too much into that. Let's see. I do like a few mangas, but I'm not that into it. A little bit of a movie buff. But my boyfriend is just hardcore movie buff, so it's kind of hard to one up him. So all right.
Right.
At least I don't want to put on every single thing. So, but yeah, that's mostly it. I can't think of anything else that I'm like I nerd out generally.
Do you play any like tabletop games or
Or
anything like that?
no, I don't actually.
No? Okay.
I know it's very surprising. It's just one of those things where, like, I mean, I play Scrabble, but usually it's like drunk Scrabble or something. But
Nice.
nothing. Yeah, nothing too. Well, actually, no. I sort of played the Pokemon cards for a little while, but I didn't. That was like back in high school, and that was when like all my guy friends were doing it. They're like, "Hey, let's do this," and also D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. But that was another boyfriend situation, so it was like, oh, okay, I like it, you like it, but whatever, give or take. I still like video games more.
Yeah.
What is your weirdest video game moment, would you say?
Weirdest video game moment, like playing a video game or wearing the costume?
Yeah, like during playing a video game.
Let's see here. I remember I was playing Ocarina of Time, and I was, it was during the part, I mean, I don't want to, like, spoil anything, so spoiler alert, but, let's see, when Link goes, and puts the sword, his sword in, or not puts the sword, oh gosh, I'm totally mixing that up.
Ayo!
Hitting me Bucky. So when he pulls Master Sword from the pedestal of time, and he travels into the future 7 years and everything, and you see, like, I know it's like a polygon of like older Link. I'm just thinking, like, oh my gosh, it's kind of hot. And it was kind of weird because never been attracted to a video game character before. It was just like always like, oh, this is fun, this is great, and it's like, whoa, well, I'd like to meet you in real life.
I feel the same way. With you, so.
Same with Cloud and a handful of others, so like Dante and all that.
Yes. Yes.
Is that it? Is there any other questions you have?
I don't know. Do you have any other questions?
What about you, Barry?
Maybe what's coming in.
Do you have any questions?
Have you had any weird experiences at conventions? We all do, so story time.
Oh gosh, the list goes on quite a bit. What to choose from that's appropriate for talking in public here, at least. I remember. This is one of those questions where you kind of wish you had in advance so that we can actually think of the situation. But let's see. I remember I was cosplaying with this Link cosplayer that I used to cosplay all the time with, and she was a girl, and she was like the best Link cosplayer around and stuff, and we were cosplaying as Cloud and Tifa from Advent Children, and there was another couple. They were also girls, and they were oh gosh, were they? I think they were Elena and Reno, and they were like doing this coupley picture thing, like where they're kind of like practically kissing and stuff, and then people are taking pictures of them, and they're like talking to me and her and the Cloud cosplayer, and they're like, oh, you two do it too, and we were like, what? And so we tried to accommodate as best as we can without actually kissing each other and stuff. So it was just a really weird moment. Especially since I'm very much straight as an arrow and stuff like that. So it's like, above the belt, not below. Thanks. So yeah, I would have to say it's one of. I can't say it's the most because I think the most would be a little weird to say, like you're in public in Starbucks and stuff.